Panthers going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Sanu, the man in motion left. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Gabriel, the man in motion. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bottcher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 33. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Newton. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
on third down. Newton. It's caught. Shepard. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over one. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 58 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 20! And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Newton now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Slot man moves right. Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. The slot man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make the...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sanu, the man in motion left. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. Sanu, the man in motion left. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Now a first down throw for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw is Newton. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. To throw on second down. Newton, throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And the wideout in motion. Now Ryan on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
In motion right is Jones. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game charts.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Slot man moves right. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Star Latulippe coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they're definitely showing blitz here. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now Ryan on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 40 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. The play clock's running down. Now Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 39 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The slot man in motion right. On second down, McCaffrey. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The slot man in motion right. On second down, Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on second down is Newton. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan wants to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Connects with Sanu right side. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.